Every time.
Oh my gosh.
The earphone is on. And I turn it down every time when I'm saying hi to people. And then all of a sudden we come on and you can hear it.
I love it, though.
You do that a lot.
Magically, though. It's like magic. It's
I like it.
I see the volume go down. When I'm pressing volume down, it goes down. There's nothing. And then you guys come on and it's playing.
I love it. That's like, I'm like, I'm jamming out. Welcome to Andromeda 7 Celestial Gateway, everybody. I'm Crystal MacArthur, and we are your portal and gateway to each other, friendships, connection, our gifts and talents and services between each other. So I just want to warmly welcome everybody tonight. We've got a lot packed in for you guys tonight. Tonight is Grandpa Brian 420, and I could do a whole hour just talking about how awesome this soul brother really is to me personally, and I'm sure for everyone else. But first, I just want to welcome everyone in the chat. So I'm going to get over here. Hopefully, you guys want to help me out because I don't want to miss anybody. I got Sakan Company. Mm-hmm. He said, "I love you, brother." David Castle's in the house. David Barry is here tonight. Whoa, it's so good. I need to go watch that video that you just put out.
Hi, David.
We also have David Castle. We got a lot of Davids in the house tonight. Mm-hmm. It's so good to see y'all soul brothers. It really is. And then, let's see, we got Kelly. Hi, Kelly.
Kelly Bell.
We got Al Ciarello and Truth Seeker. And we make sure I got everybody. Deborah Sloan. Hey, girl.
Slody. Hey, Slody.
What's going on? Slody. And I'm just going down. Mary Wins is in the house. Gaz's backyard. Okay, I'm getting to everybody here. Oh, Shannon Wise, April Fool. Hi. It's so Shannon. Good to see you. Susan Kachi, I think. Kachi, yeah, Kachi.
Or Khaki. I don't know how she says that.
Lucky Stones in the house. Is Cassie? I'm sorry if we butchered your name. I'm so sorry. Well, welcome everybody. We appreciate you taking the time with us to, come and talk about awesome, beautiful things, protection, healing, crystals, and everything that Brian's been, has his hands literally into. And but first, Brenda, would you like to say a word or two?
Yes, and it is about peace tonight. Peace. It does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. Peace means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart. And that is the Inspired Angel.
Aww. Thank you for sharing.
Now, I think that's beautiful because it can be challenging to lose your peace when you're stressed out, not sleeping, or, life is just coming down at you at all angles and you're like, what's going on? But, if you can find that peace somewhere within yourself, it really does help you get through those things because nothing is permanent. Nothing is forever, and change is always the constant in this world, this universe, whatever you believe it is. So it's really, really beautiful. Okay, you guys, before I introduce Brian, I just want to thank you, Brian, for being my friend and being Joey's friend and being everyone's friend and being in our lives right now. And I want to thank Julianne for kind of helping you come out of your cave and your shell and your cocoon. I think it's so beautiful to see you turn into a spiritual butterfly in front of us. It is so beautiful to see that. And your loving words, you say good morning to me like every morning. And I'm telling you, that just lifts me up whenever I see it. It's just like, okay, my day is going to be better now just because of that. So I want to personally thank you for showing up in my life right now. You have been an immense support. And because of your support and your love and your gifts and talents, I feel encouraged to never give up and just keep chasing my dreams. So I want to personally thank you.
Oh, that's
awesome,
so sweet
Crystal.
of you.
Awesome.
You're going to make me cry.
It's true.
Well,
it's
he
true.
does. Every morning, you wake up,
not
here's
to
your
cry.
message.
I'm trying
Yeah.
not to cry because I really like. It's so rare to find those kinds of friendships in this world. So I treasure friendships and connection more than any physical material thing on this planet. So you're priceless to me.
It is
Priceless.
nice when you wake up first thing in the morning and you sit up and you hear all the ding ding.
And the good mornings.
And you're pouring your coffee and there's all these good mornings and there's
It's like,
Brian.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
Well, I like to
Absolutely.
make sure people start their day with just knowing someone was thinking about them that morning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
because so many people, they don't do that anymore, and it's like, no wonder we're kind of starting our day kind of depressed or the leftovers of the other day. It's almost like a refresh start.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you say good morning to me, it's like the restart. But okay, don't worry about yesterday's stresses. Today's a new day.
Yeah.
And someone's
Correct.
thinking of you. They care about you, and to know that someone cares about you can actually save someone's life.
Who truly cares about you? It's
Yes,
genuine.
truly, it's genuine.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 So
Well,
you're
thank you.
a rare gem, sir.
Oh, thank
Brother.
you so much.
Yes. So go ahead and introduce yourself and what you would like to talk about tonight.
Brian Richards. I'm 55. I'm sorry. I finally got to qualify for senior citizens discount.
The trip when you get your first discount.
It's a
let me
major,
tell you.
yeah, it is.
And
What?
you know you're
I'm a
old.
senior, huh? I don't need no stinking discount.
Uh,
Oh, hell no. I'm like, bring on the food. Yes.
Yeah.
10% off. Yeah.
I was raised
Agreed.
Catholic. Walked away from the church some years ago once I found out that it was basically a fear and control matrix, and walked around lost for a long time until I found Wayne. Started listening to Wayne, and it started getting there, but still I was lost. And then about 16, 17 months ago, I walked into a place called All My Relations, and that totally changed and transformed my life. Jim and Heather's the operator. Jim is her husband. He's the main psychic there. Very beautiful people. And they have taught me so much, not only about myself, but about spirituality. So I told Heather one time, I was like, this is the perfect timing. I said, I have my birth parents, and because being Catholic, you have godparents. I said, I found my spiritual parents,
Ah,
the
nice.
ones that are supposed to lead me to my spiritual destiny. So ever since then, I go there a couple times a week, sometimes to help them do stuff. Classes every Wednesday. I have a group that I meet with, Enlightened Minds. I get to do energy Reiki work. And it's just, when you walk into the store, you can just feel the vibration, the love, the frequency changes. It's just an awesome feeling walking into that place.
Mhm.
And they have taught me so much, and they've also helped open me up too. So it's been a very beautiful journey over the past 18 months.
It's been pretty intense, it sounds like, because you
Yeah,
sign up for every class that comes along, right?
Yes, there's a new one coming up that I haven't taken yet. It is beginning to read palms. So I'm going to take it, see what it's like. I know I still have, I'm going to redo the beginning astrology class, because a month after she does that, she's going to do the advanced astrology, and I want to do the refresher course to make sure I have everything down before I go into the advanced astrology. I started to learn how to read tarot cards, protection 101, learn how to protect myself and others. My three favorite classes are the Reiki class, the spiritual development, which is every other Tuesday, and my most favorite class is the emotional healing class, helping people heal from emotional stress in their life and help them to release that, so what no longer serves them. And it's very gratifying work.
Yeah.
One time I got to participate. I went out there to the shop. It was the night before our fall equinox party. So I went out there to help them straighten up the back room and get the table set up for the party the next day. And they took us all out to eat. There was 5 of us. And of course, Jim's going like this. The spirits are all up in his face while we're trying. He's like, all right, just let me eat. Just let me eat. And we'll handle this afterwards. So they said, okay. So we eat. And Jim said, come outside, everybody. And it was one of the most beautiful things that I've ever participated in. I usually tear up when I start talking about this story, but there was a girl that she was a drug addict, passed away. Her family disowned her. And there was no one on the other side to meet her. So we surrounded her, holding hands, and sent her as much love as we could while Jim channeled to the other side and got her loved ones to come and get her and cross her over. And like I said, it was one of the most beautiful things that I've ever been a part of, is to help another spirit cross over.
That's amazing.
That is so beautiful. I love helping people and animals cross. It is an honor and a privilege, and it's something when you realize that you're helping like that, it just boggles your mind. Yeah, it does humble you. It makes you go, oh my gosh, stress, fear, trauma, the stress of daily life can make you forget your spiritual gifts if you let it. But then when you can remember and you actually activate those gifts and send those gifts out, it just really does boggle your mind. It's so beautiful. Yes, it does.
Yeah, I mean, and I've got to experience so many beautiful things with these people, especially when our group meets. Sometimes we don't always see eye to eye, but at the end of the night, there's never an argument, and we're giving each other a hug and telling each other we love each other. We respect the other person's opinion, and it's a civil conversation every time.
Now, just times that by like 7 billion people.
Oh, I would love that.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Isn't that the goal?
Yeah. The goal is to love unconditionally and love everyone you meet and send them that love. And that's how I try to live my life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're doing a great job at it. You're doing a great job at it. Big ol' A+. Great job. Keep up the great work.
Well, thank you. Do you guys want to see what it looks like outside of all my relation?
Yeah.
Yes, I would love to see that.
Julianne. Yes, Julianne. Hold on 1 second. Julianne, yes.
You're muted, sweetheart.
Before you do that, because my mic's off. Can't hear me.
We can hear you
really low.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead. Yeah, I think she's muted.
Hang on. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
A little bit. Mm-hmm.
No. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, everybody, I'm going to leave early today because we've got another community event. And I just want to say thank you so much, Brian, for stepping up. I have watched you grow so much, and I thank you for being in my life, for the energy work that you did share with myself and my daughter when we were doing some work. It really did help. We did a whole group thing, even though we were miles apart. So I watched that actually happen. So thank you so very much, Brian.
You're welcome.
What I want to share with you today, thank you. I was given this book yesterday, which is, we can't see it. It's a herbal book. It's herbs and herbalism. Here, I'll show. There you go.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that was given to me yesterday, and to do with, because everyone knows that Julianne's all about the garden, and so is Brian. He shares so much of his garden down at his cabin. It's beautiful what he does with all his garden stuff. Anyway, one of the words, because as you know, Jules does a lot of wordy stuff. In this book last night as I was going to bed reading it, because I thought, oh, well, I'll get into the book and see what it says. It says Mithridates, Now, that was a word that was given to me many years ago, and the word actually means antidote. So Mithridat, which is Mithridates, that word I had with the IUS on the end of it. So if you look at it, how it is, it's spelled, it's myth, rid, at, I, us. So get rid of the myth, it's at us, okay? And it's the antidote. So that means every one of you are the antidote to whatever it is that's going on. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's powerful.
Yep.
So there's, I always feel like there's a purpose and reason why I'm here, and why you're here, and why you're here, and why you're here. There's got to be a reason.
Right.
And,
that's why I always say,
thank you for your gifts and
thank
talents.
you all for your gifts and talents.
Enjoy always.
Yes. And Brian's
Yeah.
here now showing us his gifts and talents. So again,
Beautiful.
Brian, thank you for stepping up.
Such a
Thank you,
beautiful
Jules.
light.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You guys are the stars in the darkness,
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, thank you, Julianne, because you have really taught me so much. I mean, I've really learned a lot, and you've helped me grow too.
You can't put a price on this stuff, guys. You just can't.
Nope.
Thank you, Brian. So with all that, I'm going to leave now, and I've got another community event which is very special at the moment going on in our country. So I thank you all, and I will take all your energy with me to this event.
Enjoy your
Excellent.
event, Jules.
Love
and
you,
thank you
Julie.
for coming.
Love
Have a
you,
good time.
Jules.
Always love you. Yep.
Love you, Jules. Have a good
Thank
time.
you. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye, sweetie.
Bye. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. Those connections are just, it's just, you just can't really put a price tag on that, I value, like I said, that's one at the top of the list of the things that I value the most between us is that connection,
So Brian,
Okay.
show us this wonderful place that you got all this training from.
Yes.
Right.
I do believe Lori has a video.
I
Yeah.
do. Here we go.
Here I am at All My Relations. This is where I come to take my classes. So let's go inside and so you can see what they have. Look, beautiful amethyst cathedrals. Just all kinds of stones and crystals. Such a beautiful place.
Look at me. This is you. This than a Texas Roadhouse popping my back. Okay, ready to go? We'll do it in the parking lot. All right.
Some more amethyst cathedrals. This one right here is one of my favorites.
Hello there. How are you doing tonight?
Good, how are you? Just so many neat things in here. Oh, look, tarot cards. And they have some collectibles.
There you are.
I'll come back here to the back first. This is where we have our classes and where our group meets. They got a lot of cool things in here. This is where I was wanting to get to. Where all the crystals are. They have a lot of crystals here. And there's also much more than just crystals. Oh, look, some more amethyst cathedrals.
Of course. Here I go. Billy Beth. I'm going to go out there and I'm like, working on these sisters. I look like the I did. I look like
Didn't want you guys to see these crystal skulls.
But that's the only thing I got. Scratch.
Look at all the pretty pendulums. Well, that's just part of the store. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
That is a cool healing service.
We have
Yes.
so many questions for you, Brian. Okay, where is this store?
It is located in Indianapolis, Indiana, on
Okay.
Rockville Road,
Okay.
which is about, if you know where the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is, it's only about 5 to 6 miles away from there.
Oh, okay. And are they going to do internet classes for people who may not be able to get to that place anytime soon?
That is something I can talk to them about.
Yeah, I would encourage internet classes so people all over who are, attracted to this video and the links, they could start participating in those classes and pay for those online,
Correct.
Yeah, I think that would be a great idea. And not to be selfish, but okay, I could really see some of my Bath and Body stuff up in there.
And yes, I do believe some of the women are going to talk to Heather because they really
Okay.
love your product. And I asked them if she had them in there in the shop, if they would buy them, and they said yes. So
All right, sweet. Okay, I have some beautiful new products that I'm developing right now, so I will get a hold of you and we'll go from there. All right, does anybody else have any questions?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
What was that? What was that?
Amazing.
Was that
Okay, one at a
lump
time.
of-
Hold on. Let's start with Teresa first.
Okay.
Teresa.
I saw two different types of healing going on there. The lady on the right was actually using her hands on the person's back. And then the other gentleman on the left was using his energy and moving his hands over parts of the body, not hands on. So what's going on there? Just out of curiosity.
it's the same thing. Jim, the one in the blue shirt, the gray hair guy, he's my teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And he's amazing. He don't need to. First, when you do first start doing it, you do put your hands on your shoulders, and that builds a connection with the person. So, and then some people like to do hands-on, and they ask if you mind if I put my hands on you.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us, we do our energy work from 3 to 5 inches away from the body.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there's different techniques, but they're all basically the same, using the same energy. It's just different techniques.
I was just wondering if she was doing a massage there as well. I
No,
couldn't tell from her back if she was going up the spine or if she was just laying hands on certain places.
no, probably what she was feeling was energy spikes around the shoulder blade and back, which is usually has to do with stress. So when I'm going over someone and I feel that energy coming off the shoulder blades or something, I'll start scanning the rest of the body. So if I feel energy spikes after I feel that going down the left side, that means there's stress in the family. If I feel the energy spikes when I'm going down the right arm, that's more to do with your work.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes you don't feel them. Sometimes it's just people have general stress.
Right. Thanks, Crystal.
Okay. Yes, Miss Trina, what was your question?
I was just saying it was fabulous. It was so big and the beautiful sparkly rocks and awesome. What a great place to go.
And Dalabar, any questions?
Was that gold-colored rock in the middle of the quartz section there? Was that actual placer gold or was that pyrite?
I do believe that was copper.
Oh, copper.
It was just the way the light was shining on it. What I think it was, I've seen them do it with aluminum, melt it down and pour it into a ant's nest, and then you dig it up, and it creates this beautiful sculpture. And I think that's what they did with the copper, is melt it down and poured it into a ant's nest, and then dug it up after it hardened up, and then that's what you see there.
Other than that, it looks like, literally like a new age supermarket, for want of a better description.
Well, it's a old CVS. It's 12,500 square feet.
Woof.
So
that's a lot.
Yeah, to do a whole video to walk all the way through there, show everything, it'd probably take me 25, 30 minutes.
Easy. And I do have to say, it's been since like 1997 since I've been to a drum circle, but from 1990 to 1997, I went to drum circles all around the Midwest, and I would drum so much that I would be in such a state of altered state from the drumming that I wouldn't feel that my hand, I was really giving my hands a go for, but that energy off of the drumming is very powerful, and I miss it. I miss it.
Yes, it is.
I miss it. I miss it, guys. I miss it a lot.
Well, I could feel it just listening to it, that energy from the beat of the drum.
Yeah.
And the intensification of it over time. You could feel that energy. I wanted to send energy, and I didn't, I know and it's recorded,
Yeah.
So I could just imagine being there, how that must feel. The releasing of that energy. Somebody just asked, how do you release the stress?
Yes.
So what I do is when I feel that stress, I start sending energy there, and I pull it off of them. So I will start at the neck, go to the shoulders, and then give it to Mother Earth, and keep doing that until I get that release from them and give it to Mother Earth, because you don't want to take on their stress. So when you're doing that, you give it away.
That's absolutely smart. Absolutely smart.
I learned my lesson.
I was just going to say, I ruined myself 5 years of massage therapy. I took everything and internalized it. I didn't realize I was supposed to transmute that energy at the end of every day into the ground.
Yes. I was doing it one time and was doing it so much, and I wasn't releasing, that my hands started to swell up. And they were like, you have to release that.
Oh, I wish I wasn't ignorant. I wish I wasn't ignorant then, but I just really was ignorant then.
You don't want to take on that energy that you're releasing. That's the last thing you would want to do. So grounding it into Mother Gaia is an excellent way of releasing that energy.
Now, Brian, you mentioned that the I'm sorry, Trina, go ahead.
Go ahead, Trina.
One of my favorite ways I do an energy work with hands is I love to wash my hands with salt after sessions.
Ooh, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, and then imagine anything that's left or anything that's holding, and I always try to clear and protect before and after. So, but yeah, you might want to try put salt on your hands because it really does work. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
great idea. Great idea.
Brian, you mentioned, Crystal, Brian mentioned the other night, this place that he is affiliated with, this group that meets there at that store, they'll drive an hour to an hour and a half just to get there, number one. I thought that was very impressive. And because to me, that's like my church. I used to drive an hour to get to this church I really loved with all the people. Once you have that bond, it's worth getting there to be with your group. And number two, I noticed on the website, there's two different sections. One section talks about the schedule of classes and the different classes that they have on different nights. And there's a variety of classes. And then the other section talks about services they provide. What kind of services, I know from seeing a couple of them, what kind of services do they provide to the community?
Mainly it's psychic readings. I do know they do close portals.
Mm-hmm.
They also help get rid of negative entities and energies and stuff like that.
So you can actually book an appointment and go there and meet with someone in the group that will help provide that service?
Correct.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I was just wondering, do they have you ever ran into instances where that they kind of like go to those portals and close them?
Yes, they've told me stories about going to people's houses and closing portals. When you're doing that, when you're going to someone's house and closing a portal or trying to get rid of a negative entity, it's always to do two people. That way, someone always has your back while you're doing this work. And, you don't want to be attacked by this entity and not have backup there to help you get rid of that energy that is trying to attach to you.
Agreed. We are called to do the great work, and I think along the way, along my previous religious background, it was just keep expecting a power outside of yourself to rescue you. I've grown in my spirituality and realized, no, I've been gifted and blessed with the power of empowerment to do great things and greater things still inside of me, inside of my inner gnosis. You have the power to transform yourself, others, and your environment. It's very empowering to go from giving up all my power to something else, and it never worked. Nothing ever changed. Nothing ever was answered. I got 0 results. But once I started taking responsibility spiritually, everything just changed for me. Everything.
A major shift, huh?
Brian, you said that you were working with somebody for a few months to help them heal from a tumor?
Correct.
And they've been back, had doctors' CAT scans and reports, and it's gone?
It's not
in
gone.
remission?
It started to shrink, started going to remission. She still had to have work done on the eye. That's why she is up in Chicago right now. But for the most part, it's clearing up, and it looks like a full recovery.
That's beautiful. That's
excellent.
Did
you have regular sessions with her? How do you go about that?
I did a few sessions where we were face to face, but most of it was remote. And like I said, Julianne taught me how to get in there, envision, and talk to the cells and have them start repairing whatever's damaged and get rid of what does not serve the body.
It's incredible.
There's years and years of research confirming that those things are tangible realities for people. On a scientific level, they have been proving that is the truth of anyone going in for healing is all in your mind, your mental energy. Yes, Trina?
As I say, spontaneous healing and the placebo effect. Both are proven miraculous healings with no medical. There's no way even medicine couldn't do what was done. So, this is definitely something you can.
If you believe, you can achieve.
Yeah, I love that. I love that saying.
Exactly.
So, Brian, I have a question for you. This might lead into the next thing. So, what would be some first recommendations for protection that you would suggest as someone beginning to open up to this?
Okay, the first thing, if you know how I really started getting into the protection thing, I found out through pendulum work that I was being psychically attacked at night. I was wondering why when I woke up in the morning, I was still just so dead tired. And while you're asleep at night is when psychic attacks mostly happen, because that's when you're the most vulnerable. So the first thing I got was some tourmaline. Tourmaline is very good for protection.
Nice.
Second thing, smoky quartz. Very good for protection. There's other stones that are good for protection, but these would be your least expensive. And so that's why I recommend these more, because, a lot of people don't have a lot of money to buy expensive stones for protection.
I have a story behind that. A couple weeks ago, Brian sent me 4 of the tourmaline stones for the 4 corners of my house. He also sent me the quartz, smoky quartz with the tourmaline veins running through it to keep by my bedside. And I had been dealing with some very difficult situations with negativity, and it really did make a huge difference. It's in addition to my own protection that I provide myself from all kinds of things, but I was still getting this negative energy from time to time that permeated through my house. So it actually helps keep it away. There are times when it gets more intense, and I'll still be working with Brian on that. We are working on that. So it does work, and I have great faith in it. And it was the best thing you could have done for me, Brian. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you.
You can't deny results. Go ahead,
No.
Malabar.
Is with these psychic attacks at night, would they be coming from like a specific person, or what is the source of these psychic attacks? Could they be
Good question.
a result of like hatred, or is it just like envy, general envy of the environment, or something like that? Or
Well, it's that fight that begins between good and evil, dark and light. When you start consciously moving yourself towards that light, negative energies want to stop you from doing that. So
Yeah.
what they try to do is psychically attack you at night to drain your energy.
Yep.
That way, when you wake up in the morning, you're tired, you're aggravated, and something could set you off. And they're feeding off that negative energy because you're wide open, you're asleep. When you sleep, your crown chakra wide open. That's why a lot of people get downloads at night, because your crown chakra is wide open because you're in a different state of mind. So, and that's when the psychic attacks happen.
Brian, we have a question in chat, and I think it's really important that you address this.
Okay.
This would be great. Darren Smith says, I can't stop being negative lately. What would
Me
you say
too.
to someone that feels that way? This is really important to address this. Trina knows.
Trina, you want to cover this or?
Because I've been having the same problem this week. It's been intensely negative, and I'm exhausted, guys.
Okay.
Guys, that is spiritual negative attack, because it is. That's the first part of identifying, is that you're being attacked. You got it right there. That's it. That's what that is. That is the Satan. The Satan only can get into your head with the thoughts. That's what that is. It's like when you start having all this negative shit running through your head on overdrive, and you're like, where's this crap coming from? When you can identify that, oh, this isn't really mine, but the thoughts are triggering shit that's mine. But, it had a long way to go to get there. You just start putting it together. You're like, okay, you're getting attacked. You really are.
And sometimes you're attacked by the energies of another in your environment that's not in your control. So you have to find a way to mitigate that. You have a personal message in here, Brian, from Sandy Urick. Hi, I'm not actually Sandy. I'm Andrew Michael Phillips. And Barb is with me, Brian. I'm 10, so she told me to tell you that she loves you and everybody else.
That would probably be my aunt.
Aunt Barb.
Hi, Aunt Barb. That was so sweet.
Yeah, Darren. Because I know Darren. Darren is one of my real close friends.
Awesome.
I will get you one of these. That's a tourmaline hematite bracelet.
And it works.
And it works.
Big time.
And you want to wear it on the left hand, because your left hand is your receiving hand.
Where do you get
your
them?
right hand is your giving hand.
Where do you get them? Brian sent them if you...
I get them at the store.
Oh, okay. I'd love to have one.
Yes, Brenda.
Brenda?
Yes.
It's done.
Oh,
Yes.
You got it. You got it, honey.
You got it.
you.
So raise your hand raise your hand if this week has been, the past couple weeks, it's been a little difficult to be kind of positive. Like I've been having nightmares of my subconscious fears coming up, like, ooh, I that's not what I want. Like I have like these whispers of, oh, your business is crap and you're just a loser and it's never going to work and you can't even get it off the ground, and you're trapped. I keep getting the message, you're trapped, you're not going anywhere. I'm just going in circles.
Sometimes that can be ego knocking at your door. Being conscious and aware of your thoughts is a big help, because once you think those thoughts, you can recognize that you're thinking it, transmute it by trying to think of something positive or something that makes you happy or makes you laugh. That will send that kind of energy running so fast. But sometimes it's hard to do because you're feeling it really coming on heavy.
Well, the other morning as that CME was coming in, I felt like there was an elephant sitting on me.
Wow.
So,
wow.
Yeah.
Serious.
Ouch. Ouch.
I could hardly get up, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've noticed a lot of people are talking about that right now. Like they
You
just
might-
feel the atmosphere is really heavy.
Well,
Yeah,
like
you might have
like
some open portals too.
like he
That's-
just said, the more we become connected with Source, and the more our loving energy is put out there, the opposite is trying to pull against that.
Well,
Or try to feed off of it or suck the energy out or manipulate. So you're going to get more dreams, more visions, more affected by things in your environment. And that's when you step into everything we've been doing with Trina, Wayne, others all year long, retraining your brain, retraining your mind to think differently. And that's what I've been doing. I've just been it's a constant, it's a vigil. It's a daily vigil for me sometimes.
It's actually been a couple of years. It's been a couple of years since I've had a fear being like played against me in my mind. It's been a couple of years, but lately in the past week or two, it's kind of like I'll have that fear dream, and it's like, okay, something's going on here because F you. You know, like
yeah.
I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Yeah.
I have no room in my life for that kind of vibration. You know?
No. Hey, I used to have that sleep paralysis problem where I was sleeping at night and that heaviness and that buzz, and that feeling of being dragged or pulled. And I learned how to push that off and hey, I know what you are. You're not real. You're something that's attacking my psyche. Therefore, you don't exist as far as I'm concerned. Buzz off.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but lately it's been amped up globally. It's not just me, guys. It's like a lot of people all at once are experiencing this as a collective.
Yes, we will. Right, Trina?
Wouldn't that make sense if we were winning, that we'd be getting really attacked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. We're carrying the football, okay, people? So we're blocking for each other, and we're blocking ourselves, and we've already won the game.
See the touchdown.
Exactly.
See the touchdown.
Touchdown score, and people are trying to tackle us along the way. Events, circumstances, emotions.
Yeah. All of it.
Yeah.
So I've sent this to Teresa. I don't know if you guys can all see this.
Sure.
Yes.
This is an incantation how to get rid of negative energy and lower vibrational energies. And it's basically.
You read that, Brian?
Yes.
Would you please read that?
I don't even need to read it because I have it memorized.
Excellent. Let's hear it.
In the name of all there is, was, or ever shall be, I send you to your proper place of existence, which is not in this home or on this land. So it is uttered, so it is done. I am grateful.
Nice.
I love that.
So you have to believe that works. And,
yes.
It does.
And if you don't think you can get rid of it yourself, she has my email posted. You can email me and we can set up a time, and I'll be willing to do this cantation with you to help you get rid of this negative energy.
Kaz, I'm going to give you his email. She's been saying she feels like something's feeding on her. She's being psychically attacked constantly. So I'm going to give Kaz Hawks your email.
Yeah,
it's actually in the YouTube, isn't it, Lori?
Yes,
his email's in the YouTube.
Yes. I also have it here for you.
There you go.
Yeah.
But if something's feeding on you, send it lots of love. Feed it back the love.
Yeah,
that's hard when it's coming at you, but that's a good thing to do. Feed it love, and it will run.
Yeah. The first person I actually helped with protection was David Barry. He was being psychically attacked. So he was the first person I sent the bracelet to, a couple pieces of tourmaline, the smoky quartz, and I also sent him some, I do believe, some purple amethyst, sending in the love. But it helped. The attack stopped. So
isn't it ironic that the closer you are to the realization that you are the light, you are your light, and you on the light path, that it gets like kind of dark. There's like that contrast, and it's like trying to, but it's like, isn't it kind of ironic that that's a sign that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
because if you were being negative, the negative energies wouldn't bother you
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
because you're serving what they want. But when you're moving to the light and you're doing the service of what we call the Christ consciousness,
Mhm.
they want to attack you to keep you down, to keep you away from that light, because they want you to draw
Well,
you into that
Gotta stay
darkness.
strong.
That's just
and you
too
gotta stay in your
bad.
power. Yep.
We're on the crystal train and we're going all the way, buddy.
Mhm.
Yes, we are.
Think about the Soul Tribe Collective too, how powerful we all are. And if you put that energy into chasing that kind of negative energy away, you're only going to succeed in getting rid of that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Correct.
You
If we
know,
work together as a
and
collective, we can do anything.
Heck
We
yeah.
can. We can.
Well, speaking of
Yeah.
which, since it's Crystal, since it's 9:54, I do have a card for the collective.
Awesome.
Yes.
Since
Awesome.
Jules couldn't be with us for her oracle message,
Great.
Go for it.
I did pull 3, and out of the 3, this one stuck out the most because it fits the most with tonight's topic. For any of you who are looking at your healing gifts and exploring them for the first time, or maybe you've had them for a while and you're working on them, this card is for you tonight, and for others who are looking into the possibility. This is called Master Healing, and it's coming from the book called Lightworker Oracle Guidebook. Okay, so what it's saying here, as you meditate, remain true to what inspires your heart and commits to your spiritual path. You become an increasingly powerful healer. You are here to live your own life, to be true to what genuinely moves you. The unconditionally loving guide and ascended masters come to you now with a blessing of master healing to further your success on your path. It says that one in particular, Serapis Bey, is a beloved guide for any of those who feel a strong soul connection, either to ancient Egypt or even other locations. For those healers who are developing their own modalities right now, and those who love to work with high-frequency concepts. He also assists with the translation of spiritual inspiration into practical worldly plans. He comes to confirm that the Ascended Masters are aware of you. You are an integral part of a powerful spiritual team that has taken physical incarnation to help awaken consciousness into love. This describes all of you.
Mm-hmm.
You are asked to tune into your hearts. What you do love enough, no one overcomes it, nor any obstacle to attain it. What motivates and inspires you, what seems possible or practical, but what is authentic. We are more powerful when we serve authentically from the heart. A bird might learn how to dive underwater from time to time, but it's never going to be at its most powerful if it has to live underwater. It would struggle to thrive if it were to force itself into such unnatural expressions of its life energy. The bird yearns to fly because that is its divine nature and purpose. You too have divine nature and purpose, and your heart holds the clue. What feels most like you? It is difficult to access the truth of our own nature when we believe we should live up to the expectations of others. If we are attached to an outcome or afraid of an answer, we can unintentionally block our perceptive faculties. A spiritual version of sticking our fingers in our ears and shouting blah, 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 blah. The blessing of Serapis Bey includes his clear flame of divine cleansing light, and this can assist us in letting go of whatever blocks us from knowing the truth of our nature. When we are willing to be who we are, the universe can more easily guide us to fulfill our destinies. These guides will help you see yourself truthfully, these archangels, You may gain feedback from others that helps you understand the value of what you share, or you may simply find it easier to view yourself objectively with a compassionate, appreciative, and discerning inner eye. As you learn and accept who you are, you become a more powerful vibration for masters to put to use in the plan of love. And lastly here, if you have a dream in your heart, know that it has been placed there for divine purpose. What you dream and desire contains the seed of divinity. It is meant to help attract your life mission and fulfill it with love, joy, creativity, and pleasure. There is an invocation here. It's brief. I call upon loving masters, particularly Serapis Bey and his master healing through the clear flame of truth and grace. I ask to know, in the perfect time and in the perfect way, according to divine wisdom, the truth in all matters of importance to me and my divine life journey, now including anything that you might put into your intent at this point. I ask to be lovingly shown my true nature, my deepest desires and most inspired dreams. Please help me know myself so that I know how to best live my divine destiny. May all beings on the path of self-knowledge be assisted and supported with unconditional love. Through my own free will and divine grace, so it be.
Oh, that's beautiful. My favorite color is clear. That's great. That's some powerful stuff.
Yes.
Wow, that's really, really deep.
That's a message coming through for the tribe at a time such as now. It's exactly what we needed.
Yeah, that's absolutely perfect.
Lucky Stone did say, and this is important for you folks, healing just requires believing in yourself and repeating positive affirmations regularly through the day, at the least when you first wake up each morning, to create a positive foundation for the day. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
But what I like to say is, I am whole, perfect, and complete, and I am one with the universe.
Yes.
I say this a lot.
Yes, she does. She's been teaching me that.
I've seen a lot of energy move and healings happen just because the power of you holding space for somebody who needs healing. And for me, you know, the statues of Jesus where he's always holding his heart.
Yeah.
I've always seen that since I was a child. So I always knew that that was how you healed. Was that you had to light the fire in your heart, and it's the love light, because through the love it lights your heart and you send love to the one you want to heal, and that's kind of all you need to do. And then the more you can love them and then switch that energy into one of gratitude, if just do that, that's it. I'm really, you can watch people do unbelievable things if you can just activate the frequency within yourself of love.
Yeah,
And
the
then
Grateful Dead used to sing about shine your love light all around. I'm sorry, I love the Grateful Dead.
That's it. That's it. It's that simple. It is holding a space and setting a vibration of that frequency, love and gratitude.
Yeah,
that's all you need.
That's beautiful.
It's true.
Absolutely.
So Brian, I have a question for you, and this is completely up to you. I would like to see if Teresa and Lori, if you guys want to maybe do a part 2 so we could focus a little bit more. I see a lot of people asking questions about healing. That maybe we could do a part 2 to just focus. Now we've talked a little about protection. Maybe next time we could talk a little bit more about the healing.
Oh, I would love to.
Sure.
Good.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing about Reiki. The energy's coming in through your left hand, runs right through the heart chakra and out your right hand. So you're doing all this with love.
Delaney Pearl Jones, I just love your energy. Say this with me out loud. I am pimping, positively inspired, mentally prosperous, and in the now.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Way to
girl,
go,
you're
Delaney.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
You
to
the
remember
pimpin'
that.
girl.
Well, you know what we could do is we could also do this like a workshop. We could have Brian come in and
Absolutely.
lead us in a healing
Yeah.
I would love
talk
that.
about it a little bit, and
Sure.
then lead us in a
Let's do
healing
workshop.
activity. We haven't done one in a while. We haven't done a
Yeah.
energy
Mhm.
healing in a while, so I think it's time.
Oh, I would love to.
Good.
I'd love to
Okay.
have you.
Done.
You and
Done
Jules.
and done.
Jules has done it a couple of times. Y'all could
Mhm.
team up. You know.
Oh, this would be fantastic.
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Sure.
All
Yeah.
right.
Sure.
Sounds awesome.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So go check out what was the name of the store?
All My Relations.
All My Relations. Go check out All My Relations, you guys. And
Yeah.
let's see if we could get Heather to maybe see if it's the right thing. You know, I don't want to push anything that's not the right time for, but you know,
Right.
have people come visit or maybe set up a way to interact through the internet, you know.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, we could even have
I would
her.
talk to her.
Yeah.
yeah.
We could have them on and, you know, let them lead a workshop or something, or
Yeah,
absolutely.
work
that would
something
be
out.
awesome.
That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, this was fantastic, you guys. I want to thank each and every one of you for participating and coming together tonight.
You
I
as
just
well.
feel like I feel like a lot better. Like, oh my
Good.
goodness, I feel really good now. Thank you. And I wanted to say hi to everybody that came in a little late. Elderberry, I think, hold
Lucky
on.
Stone,
Witchman,
Kaz,
Cat
Posey,
Talk,
Mhm.
Brandy
Joanne,
Robinson.
Posey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah,
Mary
yeah.
Wynn,
Darren Smith.
Witch Moon 73.
Yeah.
JoJo.
Yeah,
Darren
and Delaney
Smith.
Pearl Jones. You
Oh,
guys
yeah.
are
Yeah.
awesome.
Posey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much,
So
you guys,
many.
for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
You know, and if you guys have any questions for Brian, Brian will have his information, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
his information's
Okay.
in the YouTube
Yep,
description
I-
page.
All right, you guys.
Yeah.
All right,
All
just
right.
leave some.
Brian,
Yeah. Any
thank
questions? Yeah. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you,
If you
Brian.
guys have any questions, or you want to leave a comment after the video loads up tomorrow, make sure you leave a comment down below for us.
please.
Yeah. Start interacting in the comments. I know we've interacted in the chat, but even if you just leave a short little message and a comment
Yep.
once the video uploads, it will really help the channel out a lot.
Brenda, what do you think? Do you think we ought to have some workshops on this?
Yes, I do.
Uh-huh.
I think this is great. It is so interesting, and I'm learning so much. I love it.
Good.
All right,
And
great.
we can obviously talk more about the crystals.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, that too. Absolutely.
I have
We got
found that crystals.
Different ways to access people's healing. So
Yeah, there are.
different ways that
Yeah.
people actually hit breakthroughs. You know, how do you get to a
Yes.
breakthrough? Yeah.
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 I think that's going to be so important, and I think with Brian kind of guiding the ship, and I think we'll come to some really amazing revelations.
Yeah, especially with the emotional healing.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Yeah,
that- that's
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're all
Yeah.
going to look forward to that.
Emotional healing's key.
It really is.
How you handle your feelings and how you heal. Yeah. It affects your body and everything else. So definitely want to cover that too.
Definitely,
Yes.
because it's been documented that, for example, cancer is caused by suppressed
Emotions.
negative emotions, or heart disease is caused by suppressed anger or hatred. You know, so once all diseases begin not in the physical body necessarily, but in the mental body or astral
Yeah.
body.
Correct.
So once you heal that, the rest follows. Like
Yep.
they say, wherever the mind goes, the body follows, not the
Right.
reverse.
Right
Right.
on.
And I'm going to throw a little screwball at everybody, and it's not your brain. It's not your brain.
No, we
Yep.
just said that before the show. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not your brain, guys. The brain is just the kind of like the key, the processor. But you are not just your fleshy, meaty, bloody, liquidy brain.
Yeah.
Okay?
Way more than that.
Way
Yes.
more.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Don't ever let people tell you we're just flesh bags full of gas. It's
You're-
so much more.
Your
than that.
divine spirit having a human experience. So.
Yes.
Thank
I
you,
believe that.
Suzanne. Thank you, sweetheart. That's really nice of you to say that. Really appreciate
Aw.
that, Suzanne.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
Oh my
So,
gosh, you guys.
so next Wednesday, it's part 2 of the creative spiritual
Spiritual
writing.
writing.
Yep,
Awesome.
and we're gonna have a lead into automatic writing as part of that.
Yes.
As
Yes.
part of that, and then Friday Next Friday, we're planning on doing something again with boots on the ground in Australia with Jules and Mandy Moo and some of our Australian friends. So we'll have another opportunity to do something with them at a festival. I'm not going to get into the details until I work it out with others, but it will involve crystals. So we'll see how that goes. So there'll be that show on next Friday. So that's what we've got planned. And then there's Robert tomorrow, everybody. Trina, will you be joining Robert tomorrow? Or
Yes, I think I will be.
okay,
Can I say
cool.
something?
Yes.
It's really heavy on my heart, and I want you guys to participate this if you feel
Okay.
necessary. But it feels like a lot of people right now could really use some extra protection. And the best protection you can ever call forth is the protection of your own oversoul group, which are the soul members. They're your family. So everybody call forth for all of us to have all of our soul families join together to build a lattice of protection over all of us right now, and all
Beautiful.
who need it and all who forgot to ask, so we can put a shield over them. So I'm just feeling called, because
Good.
what we do together is way stronger than what we do apart. So
Agreed.
Correct.
I believe that 100%.
And the fact that we're all in such diverse places globally, I think adds to the effect that we're providing like a framework for like other people to latch onto, the people viewing this later, because you guys are mostly in the United States, but we got people in Australia, I'm in Europe,
yeah,
We're
all
so
it's like
true. Good point,
Yeah.
Dalibor.
It's like
Very
we
good
got this
point.
covered.
Yeah.
All
Right.
of it covered.
And any one of you in the Soul Tribe that was in the chat room tonight that does the healing, if you want to hook up with us on this when we bring Brian back, be on the panel and get up here and help share your knowledge, we more than welcome you, and we'll send you a link and make sure that you get an opportunity to get up here and share your knowledge with everyone, okay?
Yeah.
So don't hesitate to contact us at
Please do.
drama7portal@gmail.com. It's in the
Description.
YouTube description. And you can send that email. Lori and I monitor it constantly. We make sure Crystal gets copied on it. And we'd love to have you participate.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Good.
Okay.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much. And just going to send all the love and all the comfort. Feel that energy coming from your hands, and just send it out to everyone that needs it, and even the people that deny they need it. They need it the most.
They need it the most.
Thank you for joining Andromeda 7.
Yep.
See you over at Robert's tomorrow night.
All right.
Peace
Bye,
all.
everybody. Peace out.
Love you all.
Bye-bye.